Hi everyone, this is Dr. Sun Liew. I'm a senior pastor, Global Jesus Mission Church. Today is April 23, 2023. Thank you for joining us to Global Jesus Mission Church as well as service our church. Today's sermon title is "What is Success and Failures Meaning to Us?" I choose Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, He will establish your plan. This is a sample, exactly Bible verse is commit to the Lord whatever you do, He will establish your plan. Proverbs 16 talk. As well as I choose one verse for fail, but though to the righteousness fail 7 times, he raising again, but the weak stumble when calamity strike. So we know that is all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who has been called according to His purpose. So today's is I wanted us to think about what is our life. Always we have a fail and success. Last 2 days ago, we see the Elon Musk SpaceX Starship launching is fails. So as well as we see so many success story in TV, as well as Elon Musk do a lot of things, new product coming, as well as a lot of things to going on, great things. So life is always, we have a circle, success and fail, success and fail, success and fail. So when we are facing those fail, as well as facing of those success, is how we handle our life, how we can overcome those fail, as well as how those fail to achieve another success. That's our challenge today. So I want to talk about. Our history that in Bible, so many people in Bible story, we have a fail and success stories. Many, even Abraham's, Moses, David's, all the success and fail. Actually, we know that Abraham was success things. He promised consideration as father of two nations, and becomes that as well as his success is he follow God's promise and inherited all his descendants to Canaans, as well as he hospitality, kindness, all the welcomes three strangers that welcome. So he received those son Ajax. So those as well as serving God very faithfully, and we see how much he was serve God in loyalty. So as well as we see many fail his life as well. Abraham's fail, we see everyone know about Abraham's fail too. As well as we have David is Goliath, win the Goliath, but still as well as Moses, all the faith and success we have. So Old Testament we see life of even though who heroes Abraham's, Moses and David, those Old Testament that not everyone is success story only. Everyone has a success and failure, because through the life we learn that life is very significant struggle, as well as also significant accomplishment. Those two things always life circles we have it. So nowadays, even today's our America, same thing. Like we have like a great present, previous, like Ronald Reagan's, as well as Donald Trump, as well as we have Biden administrations. Every person we wanna expecting all the success, like Reagan administration's economic policy was so good, and then include the tax cut, as well as make all the starships, the space starships. He first Reagan's was admitted that, as well as Soviet Unions include his all things, those Soviet Unions, as well as tax reforms, 1986, and many other things, space programs, economic growth. That is his successful, as well as his failed story, like Iraq Contra scandals. Reagan administration becomes embroiled scandal involving the illegal sales of weapons to the Iraq and using the profit of funds anti-communist rebels in Nicaragua. So we have other people, even later, just so heroes. We just see that he also fails, as well as Reagan has lose credibilities because of those fails, as well as social security reforms fail, and all those things. But still, any administrations, they have a successful, like example, as well as failed examples. Economic growth is so good. Reagan's that time significantly, we have a budget deficits. His presidential very reduced government spending. So that is a Reagan's success, as well as mistake several strategic willingness. Something like every even Donald Trump tax reforms. Trump was very good to low tax cut. Job actions 2017 in low corporation tax as well as deducted for many American criminal justice reforms. Trump signed First Step Action Act aimed to reform criminal justice systems by deducting. So this is also economic growth, as well as U.S. economic growth was also low employment rates, high stock market return, foreign policies was so good. Trump broke the peace deals between Israel and several Iraq countries, as well as North Korea Ukraine program. So we have other success, as well as also Trump administration had a failed COVID-19 response, as well as Trump policy on immigrations include travel bans, family separation policy. Those kind of we remember that fails. But anyway, as well as investigations into Russia's interference in 2019 elections. So special counsel Robert Mueller's all the story we heard, but I just why emphasize that even Biden administrations has a success story and fail story. Like even comparable Trump administrations, Biden has COVID response was good, as well as Biden was proposed that 225 million infrastructure. So as well as the country considering transportation, water, energy systems, creation jobs, as well as climate change. Those the Biden administration was very good, as well as failed to Biden administrations has facing crisis over handling situation the U.S.-Mexico border, as well as immigrations that a lot of problems, Afghanistan withholding, as well as still Biden administrations facing challenges, inflation, climate change, disruptions. Related to COVID pandemic, so emergency policy by the administration needed to do all that. So we see older, even president, had older peoples, any peoples, even Abraham's, Moses, David, as well as we look at the Reagan's, Biden's, Donald Trump, all those peoples we think they are hero, they are also all people who has a fair and success history. So I want to talk about that. What is fair? What is success? Why God give it to us fair? Why God give it to us success? What is meaning of fair success? Subject can differ from person to person, but depend on their personal values, belief, goals. In general, we are called fair. We can define as enable to achieve desired outcomes or goals. Very short, expectations. Failure can be perceived as a negative experience, often involving disappointment or frustrations or a sense of defeat. However, failure can also be seen as opportunity, growth, and learning, as it can be helping individual identity area for improve and develop new skill and strategies. So I want to talk about what is success then. Success can be defined as achieve or desired outcome or goals meeting or exceeding expectations. Success can be perceived as a positive experience and often involving feeling of accomplished, proud, and satisfied. Success can be also proud individual who have sense of purpose or directions. Achieving goals can lead increase dependence and motivation to pursue future achievement. So we see fail and achieve is very simple, meaning is opposite each other. So the importance is we have to remember that both fail and success is nature our individuals we are alive. So some people, 10 times fail, some people 10 times success. So there is a both provide opportunity to personal growth develop through success failure. So also we have to recognize that those success failure are not always black and white, and different value, different person, different experience, different explanation of those situations, become like success, become fail, fail become success. It depends how we explanation those respond to those both success, fail, how we use those success and fail shape our future actions, decisions. Sometimes fail is make better life. Like examples, last 2 weeks ago, we was so amazing expectation those several times we see success of Starship launch last few months, as well as see last one we see the fail of Starship launching, Starship launching from Elon Musk, SpaceX company. We see the also fail, but the fail is not just the final decisions. Just whatever we are doing, experience sharpen our future actions that make a final fail or that make more success. So I think that fail can make more successful. So those several ways increase challenge success, including, I want to talk about how we can do those fail to make more success. Number one, we need to set the clear goals, identify what you want to achieve, creations, those specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time boundary or goals will help you reach your desired outcomes, develop plans. That is most important, as well as creation roadmaps, action plans, outline step by you take achieve your goals. So we have so many, talk about those goal setting, success rate to overcome fail, as well as we can talk about a lot things by our books, as well as we have so many places we can learning those. So, but today is in Bible, what we can encounter setbacks, those obstacles, how we can those make overcome failure can be challenge processing, also opportunity, growth, learning. Here are some strategies that I can sell you overcome failures forward. Acknowledge you have the acceptance those fails. First steps overcome failure to acknowledge, accept it. So if you fail, you don't accept that. Many people they don't accept even they fail, even they don't know they are fail or not. So recognizing it is so important. Learning processing. First, you don't know something word. Like example, I'm Korean American. I'm an immigrant. I'm not native English person. Therefore, America, we always learning English again and again. It's challenge, but we find out I am Native American, so they don't. I don't need to that much struggle about English language, but I am not Native American, so I find my factor I accept and challenge that I learning from those point that take time, reflects more time to overcome those things. So identity areas improve. If you don't identify those areas, what you fail, you cannot be improve those areas or develop those strategic success. So focus on, that's the one I wanted to talk about, how you can overcome those fail to success and next level challenge processing. Second, I want to talk about that focus on positive, because if you had negative things in your mind or you stay on negative, then what happens? Your older brain or your emotionally, you will dealing in the yourself failure. So you yourself is be like failure. It's try not to focus on positive, expecting you will experience not positive, you will experience negative because of this, fair feeling. So focus on positive explanations. Like examples, last 2 days ago, we have failed, startup ships in SpaceX. But put the positive, because if this is fair, we can be better next time. More like a study, more like a, focus on positive way. They can bring more like develop, resilience and ability to bouncing back from setback, and practice those resilience, stay positive with maintaining sense of humor, seeking support. So I think that that's the very important too, when you are fails, as well as the third thing is take actions. Once you have learn from your fails, take actions, make change those approach what you are fails, and then with using your knowledge experience, gain all kind of your knowledge experience, find out what fails can creation new plans, and your strategic make you strategic able to achieve next level, more like achieve more innovation, more scale, more like stay motivations. Those fail can brings, when you take action, even no take actions, nothing change, but take actions, as well as maintaining those motivations key, overcoming fails, focus on your goals, reason why you want to achieve them. So if a person who does not know about the reason of why you want to achieve them, you should think about, sit down, pray to God, or think about what is your goal of today, your life, what you want to achieve, or what is milestone to be achieved that. What is motivation to do that? Like a Starship, Elon Musk could do because of that he wanted to every person go to Mars, travel, even live there. So this is we wanted to maybe in our Earth, all the energy, all the things change. We need some another place like Mars. The most similar nowadays we find out the most similar place is Mars. That's why Elon Musk tried to go there to start us the startup plan. So a lot of things we see those those things today we talk about. So recently startup launches, explosions during landing can be considered of a setback fail for Elon Musk, his teams. However, there are several ways they can overcome their fails, continue move forward with their goals, making space travel more accessible, affordable. That's why there is some strategy that they could use. Learn from fails. Everyone we are the fail, right? Not only Elon Musk, even Elon Musk billionaire had many success, but that is a very small fail. But everyone is a fail once. So even Elon Musk has more like groups, more teams. More resources than any person. He's a billionaire. He had all IT and all technology, energy, all things he has, even robots, he has all the data and science back to, but he barely launched that starships last 2 days ago. However, he can make those more learning through the fail and use strategies, prevention, similar fails, as well as come true, bigger plan, improve safety measures. Safety is a top priority of space travel. So I think very important, continuous improve safety measure. He can preventions, another actions because of those fail, make him to think about more safety trips and more like use strategies can develop. So I think that this is one sample. Elon Musk, his team have a long-term vision for space travel. Very important, focus on their goals. Setback, despite setback and fails, important to remain committed. The goal make space travel more accessible, affordable. So I think that every person had a fail, not only Elon Musk, but this is very short term. The fail is just long-term fail and short-term fail difference. Long-term fail is that's the end, the fail, but short-term fail means this is improved. Those importance remain continuously goal, make space travels those success is just progressive. One can fail, second it can success, right? So, that's why we need to really, when you are fails, continuously never give up, continuously innovations, and then continuously high technology approachings, or through those fail lessons to effort more. So overcome those, startups. One of those sample we see today is just 2 days ago that whatever he pursue his visions, always if someone was not doing nothing, they don't have any fail, they don't have anything, right? Just the everyday happiness, but continuously someone fight for some goals, unless they are human life until die. We are always try to something overcomes fail, make success, accessible, everything. So we just want to in Bible today, I want to say a separate way to how we can really overcome this fail and success, as well as the Bible. In conclusion, what Bible word to give us. So we see the trust in God today is committed to the Lord. Whatever you do, He will establish your plans. So first of all, like in Bible way to first step overcome fear is pray to God. When you are fails, first very embarrassing, right? But one very same things, same. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassing, because this is a natural part to learning processing while fail. So knowledge, more forward those progressive. So pray to God, and whatever you commit the Lord, whatever you do, He will establish. We need some faithful word of God and Proverbs 16. When you are fair, think about this is what I'm doing, what plan I established. This is in committal of God. It's good things or bad things. So everyone's this is good thing. It is good, right things. We should second we have to set the goals, be success, directions, purpose. Why I'm doing this? Why I'm doing this? This is good for God. This is good for America. This is good for community. This is good for my family. So giving clear direction and purpose why I'm doing identifies what you want to achieve for God. So that's why stay motivations, very important. Third things we already talk about actions, Success does not come from just sit down around, wait for things to happen. Success in Bibles, in, Philippians 4:13 said, I can do all things through him who gave me strength. So, as well as Proverbs 3:56 said, trust in Lord, need all your heart to lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, he will make your path straight. As well as Psalm 24 said, may he give you the desire of your heart and make all the plans success. So, take actions if you think this is God's plans for America, for community. You should not just sit down waiting for someone to solve your problem. You should go out actions, work hard, achieve your goals, extra hours working, as well as improve your skills, make a sacrifice, pursue your dreams, what you are wanted to take, achieve those goals. As well as in Bibles about say fail, and we know that in all things God works for good those who love him, who has been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:26-28. I think God has a purpose to us to give goals, as well as we need not only actions, we need preservers, preservers, which is success is not quickly comings, not easy comings, but we have to really wait for those persistently, and intercedings, those pray as well as, persistent, as well as then push you forward, then we can eventually achieve those goals, what Romans 8:28 said that, call according to his purpose. Every person called by God and had a purpose, each actions, each position, each what you are doing that you are in God's plans. Don't forget that. And then stay positive. I talked already many times, stay positive. That positive attitude make a difference, overcomes everything. So believe in yourself, your abilities. Surround yourself who you support, encourage them, as well as dwelling in them. Instead, focus on negative things. You should focus on positive things in your life forward to God. So, and First Chronicles 28:27, do not be afraid or discouraged, for Lord your God, my God, is near you. He will not fail you or forsake you until all work for several of temple of Lord is finished. So God exactly tell us that He will not fail you or forsaken you until the works for service of temple of Lord finishes. So the thing is, this is God's way achieve God's goal. God's not never fails. We can move forward to God's those dreams. So my conclusion today is remember that failure is not something to be afraid or ashamed. Remember those things, not embarrass this in because those failures opportunity to learn and grow. Realistic goals, take actions, preserve and stay positive. And then waiting for next steps, and you can overcome failures, achieve success in your life. May God bless you all your journals to success. The most important things keep in your mind, come to achieving. Dream you're achieving. Writing like myself, I drawing all my dream at the church well and my office well, my home well too. I can look at it every day. Where is my dreams? I know where I need to go. So those grew mindsets, believing mindset, your ability, your intelligent. Moreover, God will use you and dedicate your life to, for God and your mindsets, overcome failure because of, your believing God. Your opportunity is there. You see every Bible story. Until success, so many people fail. Like we see that how many people fail. We see it, right? To not even government, not even Elon Musk. We see so many people who are like Edison or Bells or so many people who are inventors. They have failed like thousand times, and then they will learn to do fail, and then they are focused on positive and they develop and more and take positive motivation and seek support, and then finally they are become like a success. Like we see every person have million people share our life story. Always fail success. We see one Apple co-founder Apple Steve Jobs. Those also many times fail. As well as we see Martin Luther King's civil rights leaders. Fail and success. Even Michael Jordan's basketball players and also fail and success. Thomas Edison's Walt Disney's. So many things with Oprah Winfrey. Only the person Oprah Winfrey you see that now is so many improved women leaderships. They are fails. They talk about all the fail story, but they are not sit down on fail seat. They overcome those fails. How about your today's? What you gonna do today? You gonna focus on your fail, or you gonna focus on your goals? And you gonna cultivate strong support, networking, surrounding yourself with people who believe you. You asking support. God is believe you first. Your family member believe you, and your coworker, your company people who are believe you, providing constructive feedbacks can valuables make value more. Those fail to overcome state motivations need you. So those are very important. So celebrations, your success every day, as well as acknowledge success is so important. Celebration. If you every day like 10 times fail, and but someone fail and success, oh, I someone 10 times success, one fail, there is a big difference. So we always exercise ourselves as well as celebrations and pray to God. So thank you for your community, America. All you have those success celebrations. And its fail is not end. Your greatest success is next. Because in history, our history, all of history, we see all the fail is coming first, and the success is next. So you are not yet there, success, So please, we see the fail can be model of success. What your outcomes, keep on those advantage. We have adventures every day. We can go fail, we can go setback, defeat those fails and choose the success. So what is your today's elections? My conclusion is, we need to really, it's temporary. Fail is temporary, but success is forever. So once fail is temporary, meaning that you are temporary pain. Like example, you fail like 4 times your marriage, you divorce 4 times, 5 times your marriage. But that is fail temporarily. When you marry a good person, your business fail like 10 times because without investor, you have investor with success. You see those key, what is, solutions, your problems, then you find and you can overcome, We see Abraham's and David's, as well as Moses. Oh, there are success people. That's why we remember the success, as well as our President Donald Trump also. Some part failed, but we remember 2017, whatever his ministry. So success now, still we are missing him. Miss him to be, 2024 elections win. So, still he's fair, looks like fair temporary, but I believe God will choose him to nomination Republican president candidate and win. That's most Republican, wants to do. So nowadays, brothers and sisters, we encourage yourself. We have to really, every day we have to go to fight the temporary fails. Walter Disney's, Oprah Winfrey's. They did fight, but why they, Michael Jordan's, why they are, still we remember them because they are not stopped. They are not staying fails. They are, setback, and they are positive stay, and they growth, take advantage of those fail, and then finally their success. So, very important things to, remember those things today. Where we are in. You are temporary fail or you are success. Success is give a lot of gift to us. Like examples, David, was victory is a defeat of Goliath. What happened? All the, Israel peoples, they have freedoms, as well as many others, expansion of Israel during David regions. Many expansion, David was Israel kings. His territories become major regions powerful, as well as, many things he did. So when people like his bail was murder, his bail was adultery, his bail is a family complex. So those 3 things is David has bail, adultery, right? We know he take Bathsheba, as well as murder. He kills those several peoples, as well as family complexions. Those we know, but think about how David's struggled to fail, but he never stopped. Improve himself, not fail, to be success. So we have to learn through those, David's life, how achieved. Even he was murder and adultery. So remember that today we have several, leaders. Every person has failed story. Every person has success story. Even like Donald Trump. Now we see the last 2 weeks ago indicted. Every Republicans, we are really some people they disappointment because of those happening. But he's not murder. He's I don't know he did adultery or not. But we know we need to focus on positive. What God will choose. Motivation to do that. He got like $5 million donations to who follow because of this is like a persecute. So sometimes fail is be bring more success factors. So we always remember, those things. We remember always when you meet people, when you vote, your leader, or when you choose your marriage persons, you always think about that. What factor, success factor they have, what fail factor they have. If you can overcome those fail factor, you can be peaceful, accepted is also a blessing from God. Many people, they are not accepted those fail part. That's why they don't have benefit or happiness away from them, always struggle. But anyways, we see Olympic medalists also, how many times they have failed, how many times they practice. So we have to really remember, Michael Jordan's, basketball teams, how many times he was to return to basketball to achieve great success. So we need to really think about that and keep on fight and don't stay fair and be success every day in the name of Jesus, in the name of God, in the name of Holy Spirit. Let's pray.